Hey y'all, thank you so much for tuning into my video, and today I'll be showing you how I made this deep curly wig with closure. So the first thing that I did was pin the closure to the wig cap, and you have to make sure that it's really flat with no bumps. And then all you have to do now is just sew it on, starting from the front where there's this where the strap is, and make sure that that part is secure. So right now I'm just going around the back of the closure, and as you can see, like, it's really flat on the wig cap. So that's what you want to achieve. You don't want any bumps or grinds, because then your wig closure won't be flat and it'll be high on your head. For the closure, guys, you're gonna sew the two sides as well as the back side, leaving the front open, because that's where you're gonna glue the closure on your head. As you can see, I can lift that part and put my finger through it. Because my mannequin head is small compared to my head size, I actually padded it with hair ties in order to expand it. So now I'm going to sew the first weft of hair onto the dome cap. So the edge of the weft should be sewn onto the edge of the closure without leaving any spaces. Okay, so when you're on the first 2 or 3 rows of hair, make sure that you don't sew through the elastic band. Instead, try to only go through the first layer of material of the dome cap, because if you do end up sewing the elastic band, your wig will be too tight, or it just won't stretch when you try to put it onto your head. One mistake that I've made in previous wigs that I've made is I sewed through the wefts as I went around the perimeter, but that's not what you should do. You should actually sew under the weft, so that when you put the dome cap on, or when you put your wig on, it'll stretch. So we're getting closer to the top, guys, so all you have to do is just continue working your way around the perimeter or circumference or whatever of the wig cap until you get closer and closer to the top of the wig cap, just as how you would do a regular sewing on someone's head. One thing to note, guys, is that as you get closer to the top, you want to make sure that you try to reduce as many bumps as possible, because this is where your closure is gonna lay, and you want it to lay flat. So when you finally get to the back of the closure, you want to sew the last piece of hair onto the closure, like I'm doing now. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, guys, and I'm just gonna take all that padding off of the mannequin head so that I can handle the wig properly. Now, as you can see, I put like 4 pieces of hair tie on there, and like I bulged one of them in order to expand it. So if you remember, when we were first sewing on the closure, we had left that front piece. So this is where that comes handy, because we're gonna cut that part of the wig cap off, because that is where our lace is gonna be. So be careful not to cut any thread, because then you'll mess up the whole thing. And now you can see that the lace is exposed, and now you can have your wig closure. So I'm going to now bleach the knots. I tried to bleach it. I didn't have it on for as long. So when you do this, guys, do it for at least 15 minutes, I think, so that you'll get a good shade. So while you pat the bleach in, make sure that you don't go through the lace, because then you'll bleach your hair and you don't want it to look like, you know, your roots are burnt out. Usually I wouldn't wash the whole wig, but I forgot to wash the weave before I made the wig, so that's why I did that there. So I washed out all of the bleach, and now I'm just gonna try to see if I can pluck the edges. I'm not good at this, guys, so if you're good at it, I think you can pluck them more, but I'm just really scared and I don't want my lace to get messed up, so I kind of don't pluck it a lot. So now we're finished making our wig, and I'm just putting some mousse in to like set the curls, and then I'm gonna set my wig cap to dry because I actually drenched it in water, so I left it overnight to dry. But first I'm gonna brush it out and, you know, see what it's looking like. Yeah, so it looks good to me. I saved like $40 or more making my own wig, girl, and you can do it too, okay? Okay, so days later, guys, this wig traveled with me to another country, and right now, you know, my face is done, so I thought that, hey, this is a good opportunity for me to see what the wig is looking like. So for my edges, I actually do not glue the lace on. I just use the got2b glue and do the edges, and that kind of like makes it stick, you know. And then like when I'm ready to take it off, I just dab it with some water and it'll just slide right off, you know, so I can take it off at night. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the edges with a little bit of got2b glue. I don't use a lot, as you can see, and then I just tie it down, set it to dry, and then, you know, apply some mousse, and then it's done. So guys, now I'm just gonna leave you to watch the rest of the video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, sis, what are you waiting for? Just help me grow, you know. Remember to subscribe, guys. Like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.